What's going on, people? It's the Bear here once again. So Ronda Rousey is officially a WWE superstar. She got her match at WrestleMania, even though I bet for a while there was no, you know, there was no kind of match for Ronda Rousey to actually be in, before signing this contract to be a WWE superstar. You see, what I was looking forward to was actually a pretty good match at WrestleMania with Ronda Rousey facing just some one of the divas or something, maybe Nia Jax or something, make a rivalry against her or something. I really wanted her and Asuka to go against each other, but that could not happen at WrestleMania because Asuka won the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble, and she decided to go against Charlotte at WrestleMania for the title. So that could not happen. I really want to see that though. But Ronda Rousey, coming from the UFC, I'm just gonna be honest here, I'm just gonna be real. Ronda is basically starting her career over. Because after all of the losses that she had in UFC, it damn near was about to be a suicide watch. I mean, she was depressed. Her first match she lost to was Holly Holmes. Now let me just talk UFC for a minute because I have seen the matches. Ronda Rousey was not a sporting-like type of person. When a person would come and try to shake the hand, she was so into herself, and she was so conceited that she would not shake anyone's hand before a match. It was only after Ronda got her ass whooped, then she wanted to start showing showmanship. But she was not a showmanship type of person. You know what I'm saying? And damn near for the past 3 or 4 matches, she was just getting her ass whooped over and over again. So now she's here in the WWE. And this is basically a start over for her career. She's hoping that a lot of people don't look at what happened to her in UFC and start to focus on her being in the WWE and being a WWE diva and whatever, But I seen the matches, Ronda. I seen those matches. And I know for certain that you want people to forget about what happened to you in the past. You want people to forget about all of those matches that you lost and you being damn near on suicide watch and just going through the depression and things like that. Listen, I'm glad you're a WWE superstar and all that, but let's be real. Just because you're signed to the WWE got problems. They got attendance problems right now. And they're losing crazy amounts of money. And I guarantee the WWE, I guarantee they sat out there and thought, man, if we sign Ronda Rousey, do you know that's going to be like that's going to bring people to watch wrestling again? Having Ronda Rousey on board is just going to bring all these people that was leaving the WWE and the attendance was going down because all these people stopped coming. Now it's going to bring them back. No, man, this is just Ronda Rousey just kind of starting over her thing again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just like Brock Lesnar, she has UFC and, now she'll have some WWE skills, but I don't think Ronda Rousey is going to be that good as a wrestler. I really don't. I'm just being real. She got a lot of UFC skills, obviously, but I don't think she'll be as as good as wrestling. By the way, and this is off subject, I heard that Floyd Mayweather was going to try to go to the octagon to face Conor McGregor in his turf. Now Floyd Mayweather wants to learn some mixed martial arts skills to face Floyd. That's damn near impossible. You won't beat Conor McGregor. He'll kick your ass. Anyway, let me go on back to Ronda Rousey. So it's the thing here. Okay, you got all these divas in the WWE. The only diva that stands out of anybody else is Asuka. She's the only one that got the most skills out of anybody else. But everybody else, they're like divas, and they got to be all this girly girl. Asuka ain't really like that. She's a tough chick. Asuka is probably the most resilient superstar to any of them. Let's just be real. She's a very good, and she could take some hits. She could really take some hits. That's the one thing about Asuka that makes her such a force to be reckoned with. To be serious, And I first thought that it was going to be Nia Jax, but Nia is having problems lately. Nia's having a lot of problems with. I don't know what's going on with Nia, because I thought that she was going to be, she been losing to people like Alexa Bliss, and I ain't think that she would lose to Asuka, but Nia Jax did. But anyway, let's go back to Ronda. I'm glad you're in the WWE. In fact, as a matter of fact, it's kind of making me watch wrestling again. But at the same time, you're gonna need a lot of training as a wrestler, because you may be at first you may not be as good like when Brock Lesnar came. You may not be as good. You're gonna need to have some skills down the line. You're going to need someone good to teach you about wrestling, because you got UFC down pat. You got that. That's your thing. But wrestling is a little bit more, I don't want to say, it's more soft. It's more tender. I kind of don't want to say that, but that's what it kind of seemed like, UFC is tough. That's a real sport. That's a real sport with real competitors that, I know, in the WWE, there's some injuries and things like that. But UFC is a real tough sport compared to the WWE. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people like UFC more than WWE. I'm just going to be real. I'm just being honest. But WWE is having me watch it, again, since Ronda Rousey has came back. Because for a while, I wasn't even really watching it. I was like, when it came to Raw, I don't even watch SmackDown. I just watch Raw. I watch the A show. SmackDown's the B show. I'm sorry. They think that it be the A show, but SmackDown's the B show. But, I watch it every now and then, but other than that, if Ronda Rousey was not in the WWE right now, I'm going to say this. I would not be watching, even if Asuka, who I do like to watch, that couldn't really save, people, bringing back people to watch WWE again. It's just my opinion, It's just how I feel about it. But anyway, so Ronda's going to WrestleMania 2 weeks, 2 Sundays from now. And she's going to be facing Stephanie McMahon. And Ronda's partner is going to be Kurt Angle, and he's going to be going against Triple H. So you got Triple H and Stephanie, Ronda, and Kurt Angle. And that's your match. Stephanie, the only thing I got to say about her is watch your arm, because this girl can easily dislocate it. Easily dislocate it. But you know how WWE, they gotta be a little bit, they got to be precious to the billionaire princess, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't going to be a rough fight, they're already going to have that scripted. I know people already get mad. Just say for what it is. The WWE is fake. Just stop with all this and that, and just say how you feel. WWE is fake. It's scripted. And like I said, without Ronda Rousey coming to the WWE, I wouldn't even watch it. And a lot of other people wouldn't either. I'm just saying, I'm just saying how I feel. I ain't the only one. All right, y'all. It's the Beard. I'm out. Peace.